Kenapa? Ada orang kena remove ke? Kenapa dia cakap ada orang kena remove? Pelik saya. Hopefully tak ada lah. Okay, so second order homogeneous differential equation ni macam ni dia punya to indicate that this is second order. Kalau sebelum ni yang kita guna, yang we have discussed so far three techniques, first order differential equation tu, we have only y prime plus, okay, apa, x, p x y equals to q x, something like this. This is the prime ni, satu prime je, it indicates that this is first order. Yang ni second order. Okay, so ni benda yang saya dah discuss sebelum ni dalam our asynchronous lecture. By now, I assume all of you dah tahu macam mana nak convert this differential equation into its auxiliary equation. Kan? And then, if I'm not mistaken, during our last, dalam asynchronous lecture tu, I stop at this example 1. Okay, we have convert the following equation ni ke dalam its auxiliary equation. Lepas tu daripada sini, we are able to identify three types of solution. Okay, three types of solution by solving the roots for the auxiliary equation tu. Kita find out what is our arc. Kalau arc tu kita dapat real and distinct, then the solution will be C1 e to the power of R1x plus C2 e to the power of R2x. Kalau dia sama, R1 and equals to R2 equals to R, then kita guna solution yang ni. Okay, kalau you nampak yang ni kan, C1 equals to e to the power of Rx, C2 equals to x e to the power of Rx. Okay, kita darab x ni dengan e to the power of Rx sebab R dia happen to be sama. So you tak boleh nak buat C1 e to the power of Rx plus C2 e to the power of Rx. Okay, bila you just let it macam ni, dia tak jadi linearly independent. Okay, remember linearly independent ni maknanya dia tak boleh jadi skala multiple of each other. Katakanlah, maknanya kata you kira C1 you dapat 3 e to the power of 2x for example, plus dengan 4 ataupun 6 lah, 6 e to the power of 2x. Okay, these two solutions are not linearly independent sebab dia skala multiple. Okay, yang ni 3, yang ni 6, yang ni sama je. Okay, so that's why kalau you dapat R1 and R2 ni sama, what you got to do, the second solution ni kita darab dengan X. So you're gonna have 3 e to the power of 2x plus 6x e to the power of 2x. Yang ni dia dah tak jadi skala multiple, or you may say that these two equations are linearly independent. Okay, ni just a revision from what I have discussed with you during the asynchronous lecture lah. And then kalau you dapat b square minus 4ac ataupun you dapat a complex roots, okay, R1 plus R1 and R2 are complex number, then you will get this a plus I beta, okay, then this is supposed to be your solution. Okay, so for today, before you are going to answer your quiz, actually saya just nak discuss with you two examples, okay, from this example 3. Okay, saya akan pick dua soalan from example 3 to discuss with you. The rest, B, C and D, I let you to do on your own. You don't have to submit for your classwork submission because this is not a synchronous lecture. And then this is for your own exercise lah, B, C and D. Jawapan pun dah ada. Ni untuk jawapan B, yang ni untuk jawapan C, and ni adalah untuk jawapan D. You may try on your own and make sure you get the answer same as what the answer given here. Okay, untuk hari ni, for maybe about 20 minutes ni, kita akan discuss A dan E. Okay, A dan E. Alright, now let's try 3A. Apa beza example 3A dengan example tu yang saya dah discuss sebelum ni dalam our asynchronous lecture? Saya assume semua orang dah tengok asynchronous lecture tu. Okay, beza dia satu je. Apa beza dia kelas dengan example yang ni? Kalau example 2 tu jawapan yang kita dapat dalam bentuk C1 and C2. But now by having this boundary conditions or initial condition here, we know that the question is expect you to find the value for C1 and C2. Semua orang boleh faham siapa saya cakap ni. Kalau you all tak tengok video yang baru ni dan macam apa yang you dah belajar sebelum dalam matrik apa semua you tak ingat, you may be lost lah sekarang ni. But hopefully saya bersangka baik semua orang tengok video. Okay, and you are with me right now. Okay, so now let's try to discuss example 3A. Boleh tak baca soalan? Saya tak ingat. Saya tak ada soalan dengan saya ni. Y apa tadi? Y? You ada tak nota with you? Plus Y double prime. Tengah hari ni mengantuk saya cakap seseorang ni. Cepatlah bagi respon sikit. Y double prime. Nota tak ada? Tak ada yang print nota ke? Kelas. Senyap je semua orang ke saya cakap seorang ni?
Tambah 11 Y prime.
Tambah 11 Y. Y ke Y prime?
Y prime.
Y prime plus
24 Y.
yes, campur 24 Y equals to
Kosong.
0 ni saya ingat lah. Okay, and then what is the initial condition given? Y apa? Kosong tadi kan? Y kosong sama dengan?
0.
0. Yes, another one?
Y prime 0.
Y prime kosong.
Y prime 0 sama dengan?
Negatif 7.
Yes, correct. Okay, thank you. Alright, so given to us like this, so this is so-called as homogeneous second order differential equation. Kenapa homogeneous? Because our right hand side is equals to 0. So what you got to do first class in order to find the solution? Yang ni yang paling senang sebenarnya. Y double prime plus 11Y prime plus 24Y equals to 0. First of all, you need to convert this into its auxiliary equation. So tukarkan dalam bentuk R. So R ni jadi apa? Double prime maknanya R power of what class? R power of?
2.
2 plus with 11. 11 ni kita carry along. Okay, because this is the constant. So darab dengan, tambah dengan 11. R kuasa?
1.
1. Correct. And then plus with 24. Sebenarnya ada R ni tapi R kuasa berapa? Ada prime tak kat sini? Tak ada prime kan? So maknanya R kuasa 0. Equals to 0 ataupun 24 je lah. R power 0 kan 1. Okay, so daripada sini you have R square plus 11R plus 24 equals to 0. So what you got to do, you have to factor kan. So 24 cepat, senang je kot saya rasa. Factor ni, can you help me to factor ke you nak guna quadratic formula untuk dapatkan R pun boleh. Tapi saya semua orang pandai ni. Factor 24 dengan 11. Dah apa? Sifir berapa dapat 24? Hasil darab dapat 24, hasil tambah dapat 11. Nombor apa? 24.
8.
Nah, 8 dengan
3.
3, correct. Okay, R tambah 3, R tambah 8. Right? Senang je. So dari sini kita dapat R kita equals to negative 3 and negative 8. So with this, okay, we have two distinct value of R. So case 1, case 2 or case 3 class? 1, 2 atau ketiga? Which one is our solution? Nak pilih yang mana? Yang ni?
3.
3.
Ha? 3? Nombor 1, nombor 2, nombor 3?
1.
Kenapa you all pilih 3?
1.
1. Jadi 3 ni kalau kita dapat complex number. 1 tadi kan kita dapat R kita sama dengan negatif 3, negatif 8. Real ni kot. Okay, so maknanya solution kita adalah case number 1. Alright. So kat sini maknanya kita ada Y equals to C1 e the power of negative 3. Kalau you tengok kan, saya nak bagi tahu sekejap. Jawapan ni dalam bentuk T tau. Jawapan yang diberi. Jawapan akhir dalam bentuk YT. Tapi soalan ni tak tunjuk pun jawapan dia. Mana kita nak tahu kan sama ada variable dia T ataupun S. So tak salah kalau you nak jawab X, nak jawab T ke, nak bawa R ke, whatever variable you want to introduce, doesn't matter. Because dalam soalan ni kita tak nampak pun what is actually the variable used. Okay. So macam ni, tapi saya buat ikut soalan lah. Saya guna T. Tapi kalau nak guna S pun okay je. Alright. So C1 e the power of negative 3t. Hopefully everybody understand kenapa dia jadi e the power of negative 3t. Tengok pada refer kepada table tadi. And then C2 e the power of negative 8t. Okay, kalau sebelum ni dah siap dah ni. We done. Tapi remember we have given to us here the initial value. Okay, the initial value, so it means that you need to look for what are the values for C1 and C2. Okay, we have Y0 equals to 0, maksudnya Y sama dengan kosong bila T sama dengan kosong. So, E power of kosong apa kelas? E power of 0 is equals to what? E power of 0 is equals to?
1.
No. Yes, e power 0 is 1. So we just left with C1 tambah C2 equals to 0. So daripada sini kita dapatlah relation C1 is equals to negative C2. Tapi kita tak tahu lagi apa value C1 and C2. So what we need to do, we need another equation. This is our first equation. From where can we get the second equation? We have the second initial condition, which is y prime 0 equals to negative 7. But what we have now is y. So macam mana dapat y prime? How can we get y prime, class? We need to, kita kena buat apa?
Differentiate.
Yes, we need to differentiate y ni. So careful again here, in order to differentiate y jadi y prime senang je. Yang ni exponential. Make sure you know how to differentiate the exponential function. This is what we have discussed before in your engineering maths 1. Okay, can someone tell me what is the derivative of e to the power of negative 3t? Okay, simple je kan? Bila kita nak differentiate exponential function, kita just copy balik dia punya soalan tu, and we need to differentiate apa? Kita kena darab dengan the derivative of its power. So negative 3t differentiate you dapat apa?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. So kat sini you akan dapat negative 3c1. Agree? Okay, negative 3c1 e to the power of negative 3t. And then this one, the second term akan jadi negative 8c2 e to the power of negative 8t. Okay. So based on this initial condition, we have y prime 0 is equals to 7. So y prime akan jadi negative 7 bila t sama dengan kosong. So sekarang ni kita akan dapat negative 3 C1, t sama kosong, e power 0 is 1 minus 8C2 equals to negative 7. Okay. And then dari sini kita tahu C1 ni is equals to negative C2. Okay, negative C2. C1 is equals to negative C2. So you boleh lah. Negative 3, C1 ni ganti je lah. This is your this is your second equation. So you may ganti C1 is equals to negative C2. C1 saya gantikan dengan negative C2. So we have negative C2 minus 8C2. So kita dapat berapa kelas? C2 sama dengan berapa? Negative 3 darab negative C2, you will get 3C2 minus 8C2 is equals to negative 7. So your C2 will be positive ke negative?
Positive.
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 Yes, Okay, your C2 is equals to positive apa?
7/5.
It's positive 7 over
5.
5. Okay. Ada depan ni. Okay. Positive 7 over 5. So we get our C2. So kalau C2 is 7 over 5, and what is our C1? C1 akan jadi equals to negative 7 over 5. Yeah, everyone? Alright, so we done. Maknanya kat sini our solution y is equals to C1 is negative 7 over 5 e to the power of negative 3t plus with 7 over 5 e to the power of negative 8t. Yeah, yeah semua? Okay, faham? So we done with example 3a. Now let's quickly proceed to example 3E, yang last kali tu. Apa soalan yang last kali? 3E? 3E we have apa? Y double prime plus, you ni salin tak? Apa ni print tak? Save tak nota ni? Y double prime plus
16.
anyone? 16. Y equals to 0, right? Okay. And then dia punya initial condition apa dia bagi? Sekejap. Y apa? Y
Pi over 2.
pi over 2. Kenapa jadi pi over 2 ni? Y pi over 2 is equals to negative 10. Betul? Negative 10. Satu lagi. Y prime pi over 2 is equals to apa?
3.
3. Good. Thank you. Alright. So dari sini
3.
quickly. Y double prime plus 16y. So kita akan dapat apa ni sekarang? Arc square. Ada arc tak? Design ada arc tak kelas?
Tak ada.
Tak ada. So we have arc square plus 16 equals to 0. Okay, boleh faktor tak ni? Okay, kalau you check for b square minus 4ac, r square plus 16 you can just bring to the left hand side to the right hand side. So, sekarang ni you akan dapat r akan sama dengan square root plus minus negative 16. Square root negative 16. So, which one is, do you think the solution for our solution, which case is the our solution now? Case number 1, case number 2 or case number 3?
Number 3.
Yes. Kenapa number 3? Sebab kita dapat apa tadi jawapan kita? Square root of negative 16. Square root of negative 16 kan? So when it is square root of negative 16, this is so called as imaginary number. Imaginary number. So we have here is actually positive plus minus negative 1, square root of negative 1 darab square root of 16. Okay, yang ni square root of negative 1 ni kita panggil apa kelas? Kita denote dia sebagai apa? Square root of negative 1 is a complex, a real imaginary number. So normally you guna variable apa untuk indicate this? Plus minus square root of 16. Everybody know this is 4. Ini square root negative 1. Saya nak dengar you all panggil apa? Imaginary number you denote guna apa?
I.
Yes, I. Okay, you guna I. Normally, complex number kita ada A plus with I, B, betul? Where we have a real part and the imaginary part, okay? Or dalam case tu tadi dia buat alpha plus I, beta. So for our case now, what we have is, okay, plus minus 4I sahaja. So it indicates that what is the real part? Our real part here is apa kelas? Kosong. Right? Our real part here is kosong. So by comparing, maknanya kita tahu our alpha is sama dengan berapa? Alpha is 0 and beta is equals to 4. Clear everyone? Okay, for the complex number ni. So, daripada sini kita guna case number 3, kita tahu what is our alpha and what is our beta. So maknanya ganti je lah. Alpha ni bukannya kata kosong dia tak ada nilai. Because you are going to put it here e to the power of alpha 0 at so alpha 0 e to the power of 0 is 1. Bukan kosong habis the term become 0. No Okay, so we are going to use this equation. You just need to put in your alpha and beta. Okay, so our solution y is equals to e or e saya guna t juga apa ni t jugalah e0t cos beta is apa 4 4t plus with sin beta 4t. Okay, this is our solution, or you can say e to the power of 0t is 1, so we just left with cos 4t plus with sin 4t. Saya ada tertinggal something. Apa yang saya tertinggal sekarang kelas? Can you tell me what I left here? Saya tak ada apa ni. Solution saya tertinggal sesuatu. Saya tertinggal apa?
C1, C2.
Yes, correct. Saya tertinggal C1 and C2. So this one sepatutnya ada C1 cos 4t plus with C2 sin 4t. Yang ni pun sepatutnya ada C1 and C2. Okay. So saya tulis cantik-cantik kat sini lah. Y equals to C1 cos 4t plus with C2 sin 4t. Alright. So daripada sini, we have the initial condition saying y pi over 2 is equals to negative 10. Y pi over 2 is equals to negative 10. So maknanya y sama dengan negative 10 bila t is equals to pi over 2. Gantikan t tu dengan pi over 2. So we have C2 sin 4 pi over 2. Yang ni sama ada you press calculator ataupun you memang dah hafal. Okay, yang ni cancel. Cancel cos 2 pi positif ke negatif? Sin 2 pi 1 ke kosong? Okay, cos 2 pi kelas. Positif ke negatif? Cos 2 pi. 360 degree. Cos. Tekanlah calculator kalau tak ingat. Apa value dia? Cos 2 pi. Cepat, cepat. Jawab quiz pula ni. Cos 2 pi is equals to? Kelas. Senyap je. This part cos 2 pi is equals to?
Positif.
Positif apa? Positif 1. 1. Sin 2 pi is 0. So daripada sini kita dapat C1 is equals to negative 10. Okay, C1 is equals to negative 10. So dapat dah C1. How can we get C2? We have no option other than you need to differentiate. Macam tadi juga, you need to find for y prime. Okay, so differentiate cos, you dapat apa kelas? Differentiate ni. We differentiate C1 cos 40 plus C2 sin 40. So differentiate cos 40, what you will get? Differentiate cos dapat sin. Positif ke negative sign?
Negatif.
Negative.
Negative.
Negatif.
Memanglah
Dan tengok
itu.
ni kat dalam ni kita ada 4T. So maknanya differentiate juga benda yang kat dalam ni. Ingat kita belajar chain rule kan dalam Engineering Maths 1. Negative 4 C1 sin 4T. Okay, and then differentiate sign you will get cos. So plus positive cos 4C2 cos 4T. Then the initial condition given to us is y prime pi over 2 is equals to 3. So y prime sama dengan 3 minus 4 C1 sin 4 pi over 2 plus with 4 C2 cos 4 pi over 2. Again, the sin term you akan dapat kosong because sin 2 pi is 0. Okay. So sin cos 2 pi you akan dapat you akan dapat kat sini equals to positive. Okay, you akan dapat 1 kat sini. Okay. So daripada sini you dapat C2U sama dengan berapa kelas? C2 akan dapat equals to, what's the value for your C2 then? Okay, kat sini you nampak ni, you kan dapat 3 sama dengan 4 C2. So daripada sini kita dapat our C2 is equals to 3/4. Yes, agree everyone? So meaning to say the final answer we have, saya cuti kat sini. Okay, the final answer for this question, okay, kita dapat y equals to negative 10 cos 40. Okay, negative 10 cos 40 plus 3/4 sin 40. Okay, so this is the solution for example 3E. Cuba check sama tak jawapan dengan yang kita ada kat sini. Okay, nampak? Sama kan? YT is equals to negative 10 cos 40 plus 3/4 sin 40. Alright? So clear everyone? So with this, kita dah settle dah second order homogeneous differential equation. But actually bukan kata this is going to be the last time. Sebenarnya kita akan guna lagi the following step. The step yang kita dah discuss sekarang ni dalam when you want to solve for second order non-homogeneous differential equation. Okay, alright. So we're done with this. Kita akan sambung our apa ni? Our topic for this chapter 2, and we are actually we are going to complete our chapter 2 in our synchronous lecture next week. Alright. Okay. Okay, get ready. So saya bagi you masa 2-3 minit. Okay, 2.40 kita, 2.40 lambat sangat kot. Tak apalah, saya bagi extra masa kat awak. Everyone dah ready dengan pen dan kertas? For your quiz.
Dah.
Dah. Dari tadi lagi dah ready kan? Okay, kejap saya share soalan dekat sini. Present now. Window. Okay, nampak tak? Nampak soalan kelas?
Tak. Okey dah.
Nampak.
Okey dah.
Okay? Alright, you may start now. Okay, 20 minit. Saya akan open submission dekat Google Classroom sekejap lagi ya. Saya akan share dekat Google Chat. Google Meet punya chat. Bulan puasa ni kan, setan-setan semua diikat kan. So this, I don't mind if you want to check your notes or whatsoever rezeki you all lah ni, tak macam mana kelas online pun. But do not discuss with your friends. Okay, try to do it on your own. I trust all of you, okay.